Hey guys, I'm a Gaming Potato, and welcome back to our game of Factorio Space Age. In last episode, we just landed on Fulgora, and I just got the train set up to go from our scrap mining site to where our main base is going to be. You can see there is a lot of scrap over here, but it's not very dense. We've got 3, 5, 8... Got about 900,000 scrap spread around here. But right here we have 25 million scrap. So we're going to start with this. I'm going to build a mine over here so we can move all of our scrap out of here. But first I'm just going to set up the train just so we know exactly where stuff's going to be. We'll throw a train. We just need one cargo container. There we go. And we'll get 6. Oh, we're gonna need some more steel. But yeah, we want 6 inserters here. Now I did collect a bunch of junk over here. Collect that, collect these gears, some rocks. Bunch of random junk. We'll get the train depot set up. Oh, these need to go back once. There we go. And we'll replace all these with red components. And we're going to see if we can get 3 red belts of resources in here. Can I build lightning rods? We'll put our lightning rods down here. Alright, let's see how many miners we can fit in here. And we'll throw this guy right there. So we need some stone. Why don't we just make a couple furnaces here, load them up with stone. Make some more lightning rods here just to make sure we are fully covered. There, that looks good. And we'll see how many more miners we can get installed here. So we're getting 1.4 ore per second out of these guys. And we can fit 30 ore on a red belt. $47. Alright, so this here is one belt. Let's try and keep these within the safety margins here. We got 15. How many machines is that? 11. That's 28. That's almost a full belt. Yeah. And how about here? 24. Close enough. So that gives us 4 lines of ore here. So it looks like we'll go like this. Now what I might actually do, because we're not going to have enough power to power all of this. We want to make sure this whole island is covered with lightning rods. And we'll have to bring power to all of the lightning rods as well. Yeah, so I'll supply enough power to just this zone here. And I have a blueprint. And we should be able to get a decent amount of power from these. So we're going to need 90 kilowatts times 80. So that's about 7 megawatts around. I'm not sure how many accumulators we're going to actually need for this. Oh, we don't even need that one there. Alright, I think we can power all of these. Oh, let's get these guys under power here as well. think I'm gonna get rid of this. Alright, hopefully this will provide us with enough power. And then we'll need some fuel for our train. We need a train stop here. We need iron plates and electronic circuits. We got about a gigajoule of storage. Now we need to produce some recyclers. We've basically got the mining depot locked down. There, we can make 2 recyclers. And we need some parts to make a couple train stops. So we'll sink some red circuits and some gears. Alright, we've got our train stops. This will be scrap in. Actually, I'm going to grab these recyclers. And why don't we queue up some more research while we're gone? Yeah, let's get some refined flammables. Oh, I wonder, was that train stop placed on the right side of the track? No, it wasn't. There we go. There we go, we'll make our train schedule. Alright, so we're gonna have this guy go like this. That gives us 2 lines out. Alright, I got a ton of junk here. Now we want to get power over here as well. Yeah, too bad we can't bring power from these tracks over here. Alright, we got scrap in. Now we're going to need to make a ton of recyclers. I have a blueprint here for recycling. And this will be able to fit quite a few recycling lines here. So how do I want to do this? I think if I come down like this, this should work. I'm going to make quite a few recycling lines. So I think our first line will start over here. And we'll have to bring power over. Alright, so just to start producing parts, we're going to get this guy making recyclers. And it's just going to pick up whatever it can from this belt. And as it builds recyclers, we'll increase our throughput here. Yeah, this it won't really work backlog like this until we have more recyclers here producing stuff for us. We need 20 concrete. Okay, so how about we just go like this? Might as well just do some more mining productivity. Yeah, we really just need a ton of concrete. Well, how about I take some of this? Yeah, every time we build another recycler, it's just going to get faster and faster. Okay, let's turn the drones off, and we'll try to build some recyclers down here at the bottom. That way the line will always keep moving. And this is how the system works. It backfeeds, prioritizes any backfed material back into the recyclers, and just infinitely recycles down to nothing. Once we build our science factory here, it'll pull all the materials it needs, and everything it doesn't need will get backfed down and eventually reduced to nothing. There we go. Alright, let's get a couple more on this side. Alright, while this continues, we can start producing the factory. We're going to have to clear out some space. And the factory will fit just like this. You can see the factory's pretty small. This factory produces 60 science per minute. So we got 1 per second coming out of here. I'll kind of line it up with that. So I'll go just like this. And we'll have to make a couple substations. Now I'm not going to hook this up yet, as I'd like to get our recycler going first. And we'll have to bring power down. And we'll get a big power bank going. I think over here. So we'll put this like, say right here. Alright, now we can just copy this. And we have full lightning coverage here. And we still got quite a few accumulators left. Got about 270. Yeah, not enough here. What if we go like... Yeah, there we go. This works. We're missing a bit of lightning coverage. Actually, we've got some extra ones here. Alright, we got perfect lightning coverage here. Why don't we make some big electric poles? Just collect some resources here. 3 should be enough. Yeah, 3 is definitely not enough. What do we need? Just some more steel. Actually, let's bring this back here. And again with the steel. All right, there we go. So I think I'd rather just move this now. All right, that power bank is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more recyclers, and this line is fully saturated. And then we will get a couple more lines going. Let's see. Put this here. Just like that. Alright, there, we should be able to get 4 lines now. Oh, look at that, I got a huge amount of steel in here. Most of this is just junk. Why don't we make a gun and some ammo? Ooh, just one more. Need one more blue circuit. Nice. Alright, this line is ready to go. So we'll hook it up here. And now everything's going to get filtered off wherever it needs to go. And actually, we have a ton of holmium. And then once we unlock electromagnetic plants, which we should get pretty soon. I believe we need to make 50 holmium plates to unlock electromagnetic plants. All right, there we go. We have electromagnetic plants. Oh yeah, we need some more stone brick too. All right, so we're gonna make an electromagnetic plant. We only want to make one using this method for now. Fill that with holmium. Yeah, we need 150 holmium plates just to make one. And the way I have this designed, all of these high-end materials get deposited into provider chests before entering their machines, so that any excess materials can be saved for transport to Novice, because these are all required in other recipes as well. So I want to be able to bring some of these home. Alright, one more holmium plate. Now we need to make refined concrete. Grab a bunch of stuff again. Get some water. And we need iron sticks. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't recycle iron sticks, but when you salvage runes, you'll get a lot of iron sticks. Actually, that one perfectly covers all of our machines. And 50 refined concrete. Nice, yeah, look at all this holmium backing up. And actually, I am just going to go like this. And we'll save up all the holmium ore that we find. There we go. We got our first electromagnetic plant. And as soon as you make one, you want to switch to producing it with the plants due to the productivity bonus. And actually, if I build a roboport, we can get some drones bringing these over here. We will just need a requester chest. Here we will request holmium plates. And there we go. So the next thing I want to make are modules. We're going to need some speed and productivity modules. And to do that, we're going to need electromagnetic plants to make them. Just going to get rid of all this scrap here. Keep a bit of that other stuff for now. What do we need? 5 more blue circuits. And once we get another, is it 30? Yeah, another 30 recyclers. We'll build another line here. All right, we got 3. And I think I'm going to move all of this over. Oh, of course it stole my electromagnetic plants. Well, let's take this one. And we'll just place our other plant here. Yeah, this is really annoying. Like, that doesn't make sense. Oh my god, it's the wrong freaking unit. Oh, come on. Oh, I haven't researched it yet, that's why. And this guy's already making accumulators for us. I think I'm going to take this one. Alright, this is going to make tier 1, tier 2. And over time, it'll pick up the parts it needs. Alright, we've got 11 recyclers. I think we can build our second line here. We'll leave a bit of a gap between them. And we'll build another recycler line here. And I think we'll start to siphon some stuff off of here. We need green, red, and blue circuits. So we'll just go like this. There, we'll siphon all of these onto the line. And you know, we may as well grab holmium as well. Actually, why don't I just put holmium onto this filter? Actually, what do I need here? I do need blue circuits on this line, though. Yeah, we'll keep blue circuits on this line just for this guy. And we need to hook up heavy oil as well. Got a heavy oil line here. Why don't we grab it from right here? All we need is a liquid pump. Again with the steel. Alright, so right here. We're gonna need some more of these. Alright, we got heavy oil in. We're making superconductors. Here we just need this guy. And we just need fluid here. So I believe we need 30 of these modules. We can check here. Yeah, 30 tier 2 productivity, 38 tier 2 speed. So we'll just let this keep running. Alright, and we got supercapacitors. There's our tech plant. There we go. We just need one electromagnetic plant. And there we go. Electromagnetic science. We're just going to make another one of these roboports. Yeah, we don't really need that roboport yet. That roboport is going to be for our rocket. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of parts for the rocket. Most of it is simple, though. But we're going to wait till we get all of our modules here. In the meantime, though, why don't we check out... Yeah, 200 accumulators. Let's just make sure we have enough electric poles here. Need a bunch of those. Bunch of those. There we go, 2 lines full. Alright, let's grab a fat stack of these. Oh, we're pretty close. There, this should be our last one. So we're going to switch these over to speed modules. Yeah, just waiting for holmium plates. Yeah, once we get all these speed modules in, our holmium usage will start to skyrocket. And we are building an excessive amount of accumulators so we can build up our battery storage. And then another thing we need is fuel. So we'll set a filter here for some solid fuel. And we'll come over to the trains. I think I need to go like this. Perfect. This will give us fuel for our trains. And then we're almost ready for a third scrap line. Yeah, these guys are in the way. All right, we'll build another scrap line here. And now we're gonna have to start making some more belts. So I think what I'll do is I'll turn this way. And we'll just steal a bunch of these belts for now. Yeah, you know, I think we're just not going to build this yet. We'll focus on building more parts here. So if we want red belts, we are going to need yellow belts. There, that'll get us a ton of red belts. And then these electromagnetic plants, once we got our third stack set up, We can have them running on there. Yeah, we're starting to run out of power now. So we're going to need more accumulators. But we just hit the 1 hour mark. So I think we'll call the episode here. But we got this massive accumulator bank. And we got a really simple, efficient, low holmium usage electromagnetic plant. And with all these productivity modules, we've really brought the amount of holmium we need down, because it's by far your biggest locking point, is just how much holmium you can actually get. You can see I've still got a ton built up here. But as we get the rest of these speed modules on, then our electromagnetic output should increase more as well. And yeah, we're going to need to bring in more batteries. So in this line here, I will set these to batteries as well. So yeah, the base is looking good. I'm building up electromagnetic plants to bring home. I'm also going to bring home some recyclers as well. We'll get one more RoboPort active. And then that should be all we need is the 2 RoboPorts. And we got red belts coming in too. So I think next episode we'll build a rocket and we'll basically be done with Fulgora. This is why I always do Fulgora first, because it's so fast and so easy. We're basically done here. We just need to build up more accumulators so we can hold power. I actually might build some steam engines too, just to ease out our power usage. Because the power will be off until there. Now the lightning's up, so we're going again. So that kind of slows the base down until we've got enough accumulators and power generation going. Yeah, it looks like we need about 4 more speed modules. And then we should be done with those. Alright, well, if you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll have more episodes soon. Alright, thanks. Bye.